saw that coming.
Well, you guys, 10 p.m. Sunday night, time for another Tang Clan. With me, as always, is my co-host here, Mr. Jeff Martin, Mr. Dead Money Jeff Martin.
Yes, sir.
We are Dianalists. Now, be careful, guys. This is a tough time for everybody. We know Diana's everybody's favorite, but she needed a I don't know, Jeff. What would you call it? Like a de-stressor weekend?
Yeah, let's go with that.
She called it a girls' weekend, and they were doing a little sangria snorkeling. So we'll get her back shortly, unless it's a massive hangover and she needs 2 weeks to recover. We'll get her back. But
man, we older, those hangovers, they last.
Yeah. That's you got to start buying that shit over the counter that you got to take before you start drinking.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what they call it. De-hangover, the charcoal pills or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
But, we're actually had a planned guest this week
who I think should be joining us momentarily.
Okay, the text is received. We
text received, text confirmed. Replied to, people, lives get busy, things happen.
This is shit our assistants should be handling for us, but we are short staffed. We'll
if anybody would like to pay us to work for us, we will hire you.
Yeah, we need caterers, personal assistants, tip shapers. Please, we feel free to apply to our website, qtang.org. So we had a planned guest. I believe the wheels are in motion for that. We like to have a little pre-chat with our guests before we just rush them right to the fire. But we'll take them how we get them these days. The last guest took a month to lock down, and then she wound up trying to extort us for money. So this is already off swimmingly. As long as we don't get extorted, we're happy to have guests, and that's the big thing.
Yes.
Yeah. It's tough, man. It's it was such a big deal locking down Max and everything like that. Now we got to bribe guests.
Yeah, and it's the chances you take rolling a live show because hey, when things happen in the real world, it doesn't go according to plan,
Right. Live is just like it sounds. It's real life. So this is, man, I'm putting on a brave face today, man. I have so much. Thank God dentistry is like the preferred vocation of my family, because I've got cousins in Armshot that are all dentists and all have their own business. I had massive work done. My family structure ain't the best when it comes to dentistry. So they've done massive work. And I had surgery for a crown like a year ago, and I thought everything was clear there. And just like the last few days, like I guess I had a rogue wisdom tooth just making its way into the front of my face. So I'm trying to put on a brave face for this today. And being a guy who's clean and prescription pills used to be my thing, and being clean from that, it's like, man, I'm looking forward to Advil right after the show, and I'm somewhat pumped about it. We got anybody out there in the chat? Nobody out there yet?
Where's Greg?
No Greg yet? He probably heard Diana wasn't coming, so
that's what it was. Yep, we had the old time zone issue here. Yeah.
Oh, that's the thing. Is she?
Yeah. She got her central time. That's okay.
So is she?
She's downloading the app and.
Okay. So this still might happen. This still might happen. We actually look. We have an interview, but we always like to end all talks, all shows with Moscone Cup talk. I used to do a show where we swore not to talk Mosconi before October, but here we like to close every show with it. We got quite a bit to discuss when it comes to Mosconi Cup news this week.
They could have made their announcement 18 hours sooner and let us have some fun last week, but they put it off until Monday. And
this is typical Matchroom, though. It's like Emily's under fire, Matchroom's under fire. No world championship, no handful of events. You know what? Let's release some great Mosconi Cup news. 7 months before it's supposed to go down.
Yeah.
So the typical deflection.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that'll be fun to talk about. Did you see those pictures that Dominic was making? Those AI of the Mosconi Cup team.
Yeah.
Not one American on the team. Wow. Yeah, there was a good Molina Mike show with Panazzo. I Tuesday and Wednesday this week. They were obviously the news that broke already. And they were talking about it, and the question was about Jesus Atencio. Is he American? Is he not? You have to sign the 5-year agreement. Like you can go back to being Venezuelan, but for these 5 years, we need you to say you're American.
Right. My favorite part was when Matchroom was interviewing Johan, and they asked him if Jesus would be eligible. Shouldn't Matchroom be the people that how is Johan gonna? Yeah, you got huh? It's your show. It's your circus. They're your monkeys. You figure it out.
Yeah, I wonder if even Johan knew he was going to get the job, or they're like, "Hey, you got the job, buddy. We're going through some shit."
I think he knew. I think this has been wrapped up for a while, because when he reached out about it immediately when they said they were going to have coaching, and they said Matchroom responded to him and everything.
Right. So I'm curious to see how much reins he actually gets with this.
I don't think he takes it unless he has full control over everything he wants to do.
Yeah, but does that mean, hey, you get to have one wild card? He's not getting 5 wild cards.
No, he's getting 2. It's 3 off of rankings and 2 wild cards.
Oh, okay. So he still has a little say in it.
Yeah. So
and those players, 2, no matter where they are in the rankings, have got to be the 2 guys he's coaching, or have coached.
Federer and
Tyler.
Yeah. Tyler, I think Tyler's in it over Sky and Billy at this point.
Oh yeah.
But it's going to be it'll be interesting. It'll be real interesting to see who. It really comes down to, man, you could have a weird team this year. It could be real weird.
You know what's funny is something I haven't really got into yet, but all this news about missing tournaments. You see that players list for Ultimate Pool is like jam packed.
Yeah, fantastic list.
Yeah,
fantastic list. Tons of great juniors, tons of top pros. There's some cool matchups in there too.
Yeah. There's a lot of heads going anywhere you get. It's a feeding frenzy for money now.
Yeah, and
it's old school pool now.
Yeah, the thing about Ultimate Pool that I think really makes a difference is it's not paying a ton of money. Let's not kid ourselves. It doesn't have 50,000 for first or 100,000. It's not. It's 10, 15 grand, something like that. So it's not great. But you ask the players and you look at the players and they go there and they have fun.
Yeah.
And that's such a big deal. Like, you get to go and have fun and play pool again. Feel like you're a kid.
Even Mr. No Fun, Tyler Steyer was even raving about it. About how everybody loves the 30-minute matches.
Yeah. I mean,
there's no hiding in it.
Right. Alternate break, you got the clock, it runs. Whoever, these guys, you win your matches and you go on. It's great.
Ultimate Pool. Yeah, it's ebbs and flows wherever the money is. Yeah, that's where we show up.
There is, they've got in their 10-ball shootout, one of the first matches, Bergman versus Mora.
Marquee matchup.
Marquee. I mean,
two of the hottest cues around right now.
Yeah. It's going to be I'm looking forward to this weekend.
And this is on the Amazon channel?
No, YouTube.
Oh, really?
YouTube and Facebook.
Wow. got so many. I was going through my subscribers list the other day. I got so many just billiard channels, and still every time you want to find an event, it's on every channel but the ones you subscribe to.
Yeah, if I know one's on, I just hit the live button on my home screen, and hopefully it shows up.
Yeah,
just kind of pray.
You should put in like the tournament name and then hit live button, and hopefully. I've watched Mosconi and Reyes Cup events, from the Vietnam feed. There's always a Vietnam feed, and it's like watching Deer Hunter. It's guys screaming, and it's a lot different from Mark White. Oh!
Good old Mark.
Yep. Oh man, I don't know. I got so many things to talk about. I don't want to fuck up. Don't
want to just hop in and then
Yeah. It's like that, and then
let's hop into something and we can hop out, I guess.
Gee, have you been noticing any more of this Mickey Krause Q stuff? Have you seen some of those
I'm sick
videos
of it.
yet?
I'm sick of it.
Already,
I'm sick of it. And
I don't like those guys.
And everyone's eating it up like it's going to be the best thing since sliced bread. Yeah. You don't know anything about the Q. And the one question that people keep asking is, who's the manufacturer? Where is it being manufactured?
Yeah.
These guys reply to a whole bunch of stuff until that question comes up, and they go radio friggin' silent.
They're such strong marketing machines. You ask how anybody, except for Florian, has over 1 million followers, and these guys are just tipping the scales. Yeah. And even like sub channels that they start up are tipping the scales on the followers. Okay, ladies and gentlemen,
hey.
Welcome.
Hey, sorry I'm a little late. I don't do very good with time zones.
Yeah, it's a little weird. We normally have 3 people with 3 different time zones, so I gotta Eastern. Everybody is.
He definitely told me that that's smart. He definitely told me that it was Eastern time was your time, and then I was to be here at 9, and I kept seeing 10 on the flyer, and I was like, oh, it's at 10. Sorry about that.
No worries.
But yeah, I'm really excited about being here.
Well, let's jump into the interview. We were just rambling on. We were going on about Mickey Krause Q's and the marketing machine of these trick shot guys, which I personally I don't like. Every time I see these guys, I feel like they're only damaging the table. I see dimples on the table, and I'm like, oh my god. But regardless, let's jump into this interview, guys. This isn't Diana. She didn't just join us from the blue. We're joined tonight by the woman that Max Eberly calls a complete boss.
He did?
Yes.
That's cool.
The driving force behind Jersey Girl Billiards, Chrissy Perlowski. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Appreciate you having me here.
Thank you for being here. Chrissy, at this time, I'm going to turn this over to my brother Jeff here.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump in and jump out as needed. I got a special when he's done. I got a special little fun thing for you that we'll get into, and we usually close out the show with Mosconi Cup talk. So if you're good with all that stuff,
cool.
I know you just joined us, but I'm gonna turn this over to Jeff, and he's gonna quarterback this thing. So yeah, Jeff, it's all yours, brother.
Perfect, thank you, and once again, welcome. So Jersey Girl Billiards, but you're in Kentucky. How did this all start out? How'd you get, how do we get Jersey Girl Billiards running major split brackets down here in the South?
Yeah, my mom was born and raised in Owensboro, and I was born and raised in Jersey, and we moved here to Kentucky in 2006. And when I moved out here and got back into like pool, everybody called me Jersey Girl. And so when I decided to start this, I just called it Jersey Girl. It is pretty confusing. I get calls from Jersey all the time, like, when is the tournament? And so sometimes they think it's like a escort service. Like, I've gotten a lot of weird calls from my name, but.
So where in Jersey are you from?
Went with my nickname. North Jersey. Definitely big difference between North and South.
Okay.
I'm from Parsippany, to be specific, Morris County. Yeah.
My uncle used to we used to go with him to work, and he worked at Lucent in Parsippany. We used to go with him there all the time.
Okay, that sounds really familiar. The place to be, Parsippany. Trying to get my other light on. I'm hiding in my car because I have my kiddos inside and they're watching something. They will definitely bug me and try to be on the screen. So I hope this is good. But yeah, named it that. So that was a little confusing, but I think people understand what it is now. And I just started playing in APA and then became friends of mine, was like, hey, you want to come and play in this doubles thing? I found out about tournament pool and kind of started traveling around doing tournaments and, you know, paying my $100 entry for a lesson, like for open events. And I just always wanted there to be a way where like everybody at all skill levels could come together and learn from each other, but have like at least a resemblance of a chance of winning. And I saw other people doing the split brackets, and I really liked what they were doing. But just as somebody that done tournaments probably about 5 or 6 years, I just saw things that I didn't like about tournaments in general, not anything specific. And so I just went after, instead of like saying, this is what I don't like, I just made my own.
That's how it starts.
Yeah, instead of complaining to the tournament director like everybody does online, you decided to go ahead and I'm just going to be the tournament director and take care of my own problems.
Right. I don't know if I'm really a tournament director, though. I realized very quickly in the beginning that I just can't tournament direct. Like, I have ADD too bad. I don't know how they do that. I've hired somebody to be behind the computer, which is like I highly respect that job. Like, I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But I'm basically Skip Maloney from AZ Billiards, called the Chaos Consultant. That's pretty much what I am.
Yeah, because if you can manage that, you can manage anything.
So I got started in event planning, which I feel like is really like at the core of what like I do, is basically planning events. And I did a party ponies business before this one, where I would bring like ponies to kids' birthday parties and stuff. And it was always so nerve-wracking because you know, you're dealing with huge animals and little kids. And I thought that was kind of anxiety ridden, that work. And then I was like, oh, well, this just geared me up for being able to do split brackets.
Same thing as moving cattle. It's the same thing.
Yeah, pool players.
Pretty much.
It's
pretty
herding
much.
Cats, which it's impossible.
Right. That's a good way of putting it. Herding cats. I've heard that one. But at least the cats don't pull knives sometimes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, I know things at the last tournament, you got a little heated with one player over a non-called 9-ball situation. That was definitely some fun drama there for a few minutes.
Yeah, there's always something. And there's always little things, like ever since I started, like I think I have like learned from that one, and then the next one happens and it's like something happens, I learned from that. So I'm still striving to like throw the show someday.
Yeah. That's how you build the book.
Yeah.
And
one piece at a time. Yeah.
One thing I know you have to go over a million times a year is your ranking system. And I've come to the conclusion people just can't read English at this point, because you spell it out perfectly, but still people just can't seem to understand it. So maybe if you tell people out loud, they might finally, you know, maybe you'll have to answer one less question about it.
Yeah, so that would be really good. It's funny because I have explained it, like I explained it out loud. And I mean, I think it's just kind of human nature, though, that like people just, a lot of people anyway, not all people, just don't like seeing other people do well. So it's like, it almost doesn't matter if they haven't won, they're going to find something to cry about. It's kind of sad. But like this last one, for example, like 2 different people won, and the one guy was he was a 6. He'd started out my event as a 7. I think he played like 3 or 4 events, didn't do any good, and he was made a 6. And it's so funny because he was a 648, and that fits my scale as a 6. So I'm like, great, nobody's going to be worried about this guy. but they still were, because somehow it also pulled up at the same time that he was a 467 Fargo. So on the screens, it kept showing 467. So I guess that was very confusing. And then the other guy, he actually also fit the scale. So it was actually, he was like the low end of the scale. He's like 535, and he also shot too good. So I mean, I really think I have something here that I've seen over the past 4 years, like make people get better at pool, which was something that like I could tell like whenever I was in different leagues, like I won't mention them, but I just like, I never got any better because one, I was there to socialize and to hang out and have fun, which is great. Like I want leagues, like leagues fill up pool rooms, but my teams would always say, you know, you need to win, but do it in like X amount of games and like stretch it out so that we can all stay together as a team, you know, like it's basically set up for that. And I was only on one team in like 6 years that didn't basically ask me to do that. And it doesn't help me to get better. So I wanted to make something that would make people get better. And basically we have our scale and we use that as a guide. So it's not an exact scale by any means. Like I have 550 Fargos that play the event and they're sixes because you ask around the pool community and you find out that their Fargo is much lower than where they're at. That's a really common situation with kids, especially, and it's not their fault, but they just get better faster than the guys at Fargo can figure out how to like keep up with them. So every 6 months, I would want to recheck where somebody's at. But if they don't miss 6 months, then they're set into our tour forever. And hopefully they get better. And hopefully, yeah, they do start like running out because that's what we want. You know what I mean? And they can win $15,000 to $30,000 in a weekend if they do that. So if the player is at their weak rating when they come in, I'll let them know that. If they're at their strong rating when they come in, I'll let them know that. It's more common for them to start off at their weak rating and then they move down after 2 ratings to their strong rating, and then they're never going to go anywhere below that. I mean, obviously 3+1s can't go anywhere anyway. So if they're not winning, they really only have one choice, is to get better. And I don't care if their Fargo goes up, because I see a lot of these capped events happening. So people are trying to do the same thing in tournament play as they do in leagues. They're trying to hold their Fargo like right under 600 so they can play in this or that. Like I want their Fargo to go up. Like, yeah, that means that if you do your research and you see that there's this 3 that finally got to like a 525 Fargo, 550 Fargo or whatever it is, like maybe it's time to buy him, you know? So now he has a tiered entry and he still might not win, but he has a better chance because he's not the 3 he was 4 years ago, you know? And if you put in 300 hours of time, he could still leave there making $100 an hour for playing pool. So it's basically it in a nutshell.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't punish players for getting better and their Fargo going up. There's no, like, so many tournaments, it's your Fargo goes up, your rating goes up. So why would you open yourself up to getting punished for getting better at pool? Which is something that I'm really glad your tournament doesn't punish you for. You're allowed to get better and you don't have to get necessarily bumped up. And it makes it to where we can support your tournament without that worry. And yeah, it just brings you back repeat business.
Right. And I think really when they find out like that's as low as I'm going to go, because a lot of the times like people come in and they do have like different ideas. Like people think that if they come, you know, 5-6 times and they haven't done any good, then they get to go down. And I'm like, it doesn't work that way. Like, you know, you're as low as you can go. So if you want to be able to be competitive here, you just got to go and put in hours on the pool table. You know, I think if anybody really dedicated themselves 300 hours, they're going to play better than their rating. And my rating system is really so close to fair that when people play above their rating, it's like they win. Most of the time I can tell that it's rated really fair because most of the time like the highest number wins or the highest number is in the top 4. I really like to see that too, because I mean, I do want us all to have a chance against those guys, but they dedicated their lives to this. Like Roland Garcia, he's played my event 3 times. He won in a full field in 2024, first place. Then he came in a small field as a 14 in the international and he got 3rd place. And then, but there was a lot of other like higher ranked players at the international one, even though it was a small field. And then he came a 3rd time here recently and he placed first place again. So, and I don't think we're going to go up from 14. So if Roland wants to come and give 15.6 to some of these 6+1s and collect his 20 to 30,000 every year, like he should just come. Like we can't go to 15. That's crazy.
Yeah, 14 is pretty high. I mean,
so you agree, right? Like how far up can we make him go?
Yeah, I mean, especially.
I guess if he was coming and winning every month, we'd have to.
Right. But I mean, you can't tell me that he's that big of a favorite over Hennessy at a 14 to 12 race. Like, I don't know that he is a favorite. Like, so you can't make him being a 15 or a 16 versus somebody like Hennessy at a 12. That just wouldn't. I mean, he wouldn't have stand a chance as a general whole. I mean, I'm not saying it wouldn't happen, but
if he drew Hennessy, maybe.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like if they ended up playing.
I mean, I agree. Like, I don't think you should go any higher than that.
Yeah. So, are there any?
And
players...
Hennessy wants to be an 11. I'm like, come on, dude.
Yeah, of course he does. It's funny. It's funny. I was talking.
He placed.
I was talking with a guy I play with normally. He doesn't play a lot of tournaments, but I told him what Hennessy was ranked, and he goes, "Oh man!" And I said, "You'd probably be ranked a little bit lower than that." He goes, "I couldn't show up if I was ranked lower than Hennessy. He'd throw a fit." I was like, "Yeah, well, it's just, of course, So, is there a specific pool player that hasn't played your events that you would really want to show up?
Hasn't played, but I'd really want to show up. I beg people to come all the time. I guess off the top of my head, I would really love Jason Shaw to come and collect his 20, 30,000.
Yeah, I mean, Shaw would. My God, Shaw's name on the flyer alone would fill the event up. Oh,
it's the curse of the third chair.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, what a day! This is live TV, folks. This is how it goes down. Every time you watch some shit, it's heavily edited. You catch all the other shows, it's heavily edited. We're live, warts and all. Oh man, yeah, it's always a worry when I see people like holding their cell phone and like set up, get a pad or something like that. It's get comfortable.
Well, more bonding time.
Even Greg, who's always on the move, set up an iPad. Oh man. Anyway, while she is away on business, Christy wanted to thank Ship the Cash, In the Box, and AccuRat for helping her out. You can find her tournaments and everything she does, jerseygirlbilliards.com, and also Jersey Girl Billiards at Facebook. I also want to take the time to thank our sponsors while we have a free minute here. He's in the chat causing chaos. Our buddy Greg Hogue, Red Door Den Training Center on Facebook and YouTube. He's also at Red Door Den Training on Instagram. You can also get him on his personal Greg Hogue on Facebook. My boy runs a training center. He tells people all the time. He'll probably say it right here. He'll help you win. So if you value your pool game and you value winning and you value progressing at this fucking game that makes us want to pull our hair out sometimes, give our friend Greg a call and set up some training sessions. Try out one of his boot camps. Try out his pizza, which I hear is better than his training. Also, Hammer Custom Cues. My friend told me that May 1st was the start date on the queue. So I am anxiously awaiting pictures and updates, and I'm sitting here checking my messages like a hot chick. So Hammer Custom Cues on Facebook, Hammer Q's on Instagram. Please stand by for my friend there. He will blow your mind when the world gets to see what he can do. I swear to God. Here he is. Red Door Den will help you win. It's like so. We even so much as mocked up a jersey that we want to develop for the show. And what do I put on there? Because Greg has influenced us all. Like so, right across the chest.
Like so.
The anthem of pool players everywhere. Pizza is good. Well, Jeff, the 10 minutes of the interview so far was good.
Yeah, well, hey. We won't know what we got.
Back to what we were talking about. we were talking about Mickey Krause Q's before she left and went away and came back.
Yeah.
Man, those two guys, I follow everybody in pool. Everybody. I follow British hayball players and snooker players and those kids that play with that fucking checker and they're slamming that little gliding triangle piece on those checkers, whatever fucking game that is. I even follow those people. I have no idea what the hell they're doing. But I don't follow those kids, those the Trick Shot CEO and the Aaron the Pool Shark. I see those trick shots, and if it's not Ralph Eckert doing them or Venom doing them, I give two shits about it.
Yeah.
Those guys are always different. There's something about each of those guys. They've stood the test of time. These kids with the cyber table, and they're putting white dots all over their table because they're doing jump shots backwards. And it upsets me. I don't know. It's just not my brand of pool. It irks me. But they're fucking marketing machines. I don't get it. Some people got that social media niche and they drive it home. I don't get it.
Man, and you know what? More power to these guys. They're making bank doing this stuff somehow. And whatever. Good for them. I'm all down with anybody making money in pool. Doesn't mean I'm necessarily going to support you.
Exactly.
Hey,
exactly.
Rob, it says, Chrissy says it's waiting for you.
Yeah, I don't see nothing pop up on the screen. I got nothing. Oh fuck! It's one of these days. Yeah, I get a bell right in my headset and it pops up right across the screen.
Yeah, no, I figured you did. That's why I was kind of confused. Yeah. But what's interesting is that just people are just automatically eating all this stuff up. Like, why?
Yeah.
For what reason do you think this is going to be good?
Here she goes.
Okay.
Yay!
All right.
Yay!
Welcome back.
I was like, dang, my internet's been so good. I live out in the middle of nowhere, and it usually is terrible, but we just got this, like, fiber internet, and it's been doing great. And then it somehow dropped, and I go back on, and I was like, I'm locked out. Yay, we're back.
Cool. I too am an East Coast guy, but I lived in Vegas the majority of my life, and I moved to the Poconos, Pennsylvania. Like I have a one stoplight town, so
okay.
We got internet here. It was like seeing a breast for the first time. So it was.
Yeah, I was one of the only people that was like holding on to the it was like a wired internet, and nobody else. I was grandfathered in. Nobody else could even get it because I guess they were phasing it out. And I was like, I have to keep this because I mean, all we had otherwise was satellite. So yeah, it's a lot better now with the fiber.
Definitely.
My everything's been okay until that one spot, right?
Yeah.
You guys, yeah, it must have just dropped weirdly. Okay.
That's
but yeah, where were we? So
welcome back to part 2 of the interview.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think we explained like the rating system and stuff. And it's just kind of funny because, yeah, I definitely do try to explain it. I really think that it's, I might be biased, but I thought a lot about it before I ever did it. And I really think it encourages people to get better. And I hear people out, though, and like I had this one guy like come running out of JOBs one time telling me this guy isn't no blah, blah, blah. And he was like, he's this rating. And I was like, but that's like 2 points outside of the scale. And he was like, but it's outside of the scale. You have the scale. Like, I mean, I don't know, if I did it by the scale and looked at everybody's ratings, first of all, I think it would definitely promote people to keep their ratings down instead of promote them to, once you're in, get better.
Mm-hmm.
And also a 475 would be giving a game to a 474, which also doesn't make sense because there's not any skill difference between those two ratings. So I think what I have is working, and I like to hear people out, but at the same time, it's like gonna keep it this way. It's working, so.
Yeah, definitely. It's one of the more fair rating systems that's out there as opposed to some other people that run split brackets. Not that they don't do a good job, but at least with yours, you come in at much more of a fair rating than at other places where it's like it doesn't matter what you are, you're going to be a 5 or 6. You're just going to be pigeonholed to play way above where you probably should.
Yeah, I just heard today that the big one that's going on down there, they start all men at 4s, which I mean,
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of a cool thing, but at the same time, like I'm gonna do a little bit more research than that. I do lean higher for dudes. Like it's super rare for a dude to start as a 3+1, but like I want everybody to have a chance,
Yeah.
But their thing down there is amazing too. Like I love what they're doing. It's growing pool when people are seeing these kinds of numbers. Like I think they had over 200,000 in their pot. Like what they're doing is like I feel like completely different, but at the same time it's like garners so much pot size and like huge numbers that like people from outside of pool start looking, and then they come in, and then there's more money in pool.
Yep. No, 100%.
And more people play in pool.
And that's growth.
Yeah,
definitely.
That's why I think definitely the leagues all have their place and stuff too.
100%.
Some people say that like the Fargo era and all this has damaged like United States pool. Like I don't know. Do you guys agree with that? I don't think it's Fargo. I think it's more that we are like so strapped for cash these days that it's not like you're in all these other countries where they literally pay families to like raise their children as pool players. Like, and I've spoken to some of them. Like I spoke to one person from Russia, and they were like, it was either I play pool or basically you're not getting any dinner. Like it was very strict. Yeah, it was very strict. And that's how a lot of the other countries are like raising people like from a young age, just like any other sport. They do that with other sports too. I feel like pool is a sport, and I don't think that we're doing that type of thing in the US. Our government's definitely not paying people to do it. So it takes a family that's really into pool and is going to raise these kids like with the right starts, like the other countries are doing.
Yeah. And then it comes into, well, does it make sense to even do that for the amount of money you get paid playing pool versus if you put that money into starting your own business, or in that time into starting your own business, how much more money would you make? I mean, it just comes down to that sort of thing, but that's how they have the advantage. It has nothing to do with Fargo. It doesn't have to do with bar box tournaments.
I don't think so either.
The top 0.5% of pool players in the world are a different breed of people as a general whole. And a Fargo Cap tournament and a split bracket bar box tournament isn't going to. It didn't stop Shane Van Boening from becoming Shane Van Boening. It didn't stop Tyler Steyer from becoming Tyler Steyer, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The people that are going to be good are going to be good.
It's an obsessive gene.
Mm-hmm.
Right. They have to really love it, and they have to start it from the beginning. It's not like, I think that some of the people in other countries have learned to love it, but I think that they have a completely different way of starting players too. They just do. Yeah. Like, in the Philippines, like a lot of those guys have come from like nothing. So it's like if they're going to choose to play pool, they better play and play and play and be the best, because the cab driver is an 800 speed. So if you don't play at least as good as the cab driver, then you probably should just stay home, and do something else so that you can eat,
Yeah.
There's totally different cultures.
What Jeff brought up last week was that's the difference in those countries is Us here, it's the difference of having spending money there. It's the difference of having a meal at the end of the day.
And that'll make you shoot good.
Yeah.
I try to get into that mentality sometimes. There's this one time I left all my cash at, like, I didn't bring a whole lot of cash, and I was like down to being able to pay for that set. But if I lost that set, I wasn't going to have like cash. Like, I was going to be okay. But I really did get into this mode of where, like, if I don't win this, like, I'm not going to be able to eat tonight. Right. And I played so good and I won.
The mindset is such a big thing when it comes to shooting good. If your mindset's not right, you're not going to do it. It doesn't matter how good your fundamentals are. I mean, if you can't think, you're in trouble. So
that is so true. Pool is so mental, especially after you understand it at all.
Oh, that's why we're in the Adderall generation.
Yeah. To focus.
Yeah, it used to be whiskey and egg sandwiches, and then it went to blow. Now it's Adderall.
Yeah. So
whiskey and sandwiches. Oh, I never heard of that one before. That's an era.
Oh man.
What were you gonna say, Jeff?
Yeah, I was gonna say, how are you wanting to grow your tour? Where are you looking to go? What are your thoughts on the future of it, expanding out, and that sort of thing?
Well, yeah, I mean, we've been going since August of 2022. I had done a Wednesday night tournament to, like, thinking I might run the tournament, but I really didn't like that. I could, if I was in a pinch, I could do it. But I ran a tournament there for a while, and then we did a tournament there. We had over 100 players at that, like in the middle of nowhere, like Evansville, Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had another one there, and I think it was full at 128. And then we went to Eastern Kentucky, and we were over 100 players. Like, I mean, I kind of like thought of this like before I started it. So, I mean, I've had some numbers that were like lower, but, you know, we just kind of, it's kind of like I go one place, and then those locals, maybe 5 to 10 of them come and they'll travel. And then, like, I have the traveling group, and we are trying to like spread out and get, number one, like closer to like different areas where the people like are coming from. I still would really like to get closer to like St. Louis area. I have a lot of people that come from like Missouri and Illinois, and I haven't really gone that direction. Yeah, and they're great people over there. And I think Justin would play again if I was like at Kenny's or something. I haven't been over that way, and I've always wanted to see Kenny's. I got to go to the Players Club in St. Louis when that was open. I really liked what Brendan Sullivan was doing. He actually helped me get my start too with my vending company. When he closed his doors, he sold me all of his bar boxes. So I got to go up that way once, but I'd like to go over there again. And then we've been to so many states. We've been to Tennessee, Louisiana, Florida, West Virginia, Ohio, Kentucky, of course. Let's see. I know I'm missing something.
Arkansas.
Sounds pretty. Arkansas. Yep. And North Carolina. That's actually where we're going next. North Carolina. That's a beautiful room.
Last week, we were talking about wrestling and the territories and everything. Is there such thing as a territory with pool? Is if you go to a different area, like you were talking about St. Louis, do you have like a guy who runs all like the St. Louis shit who determines that you can go to that area, or it's just a free for all wherever you can book it, you can book it?
I mean, I've never really ran into that. Usually, like, people like ask me to go. But my biggest thing, like, to determine if I want to go to a room is like, number one, do they have digital pool? Because the full system, like, it's basically like taking my event to somewhere that's like, we're going to go do a bowling tournament in like the 80s versus the bowling tournament now. Like, it just makes things so much easier. And I also love the aspect of it where, my tour has everything videoed. So as a TD, like if I had a new player, for example, as I can go back and I can watch that player shoot like right after they've shot their match. If I don't know if they're shooting above their speed. I can have like somebody above me watch it. I love the way that people can travel from all over, but then their family and friends can watch it. So basically, like if they have digital pool, then I'm really interested if they want me to go there. And then if they don't have digital pool, I would like to like show it to them. One of the things I want to implement soon that I haven't really said much about is I want to get enough tablets and enough gear to at least do 2 tables so that I can show them what 2 tables would look like if they install it, and show them what a tournament looks like when you can just live score from tablets at their rooms. So that's kind of what I want to do with my tour ultimately is use it to spread the word about digital pool, because it's really the difference between us bowling back then and taking scores down by hand and having to go up and report your scores. Like if somebody needs something from one of my refs, like all they have to do is press the ref button and they're notified, and then they go to the table. Like it's so much better. It saves so many hours too of our lives. I'm currently trying to sell buffaloes on it. I'm going there this year in September, so I'm really hoping that they pick it up, because last year I went there, for example, and on Friday after when the warm up got started, there was this huge line of people at my tournament desk, and I was like, "Oh my God, what went wrong?" They were just up there to report the scores, but I hadn't been to a place that didn't have it in like 6 months, so I just forgot they were going to have to report their scores, because even if you have it on the phone, people won't use the phone. They'll use the tablet on the wall, but they won't use the phone. So that's pretty much like the top, and they have to have more than like 20 tables. That's always good.
It makes things so smooth when you have 20 plus tables and digital pool. It's amazing how much smoother tournaments run with that stuff. If you don't understand that, play one digital pool tournament and you'll never go back to a handwritten, hand-drawn bracket again. You'll just skip tournaments that run that way. It's just amazing the difference.
I get frustrated, man, because I mean, I go to some of them myself, and it's like, what do you mean you can't just text me where I could just, take a break in my car for a few minutes? Like, I really like the text messaging feature. Eventually, it's just going to be notifications on your app, but still, like, you're going to get notifications. This is kind of like the times now, And I used to watch people, like, even at JOBs before they finally made the switch from challenge. I would go to their challenge tournament, and I'm just watching the tournament directors, like they were so kind, but they were having to like find people. Oh, so-and-so smoking outside, and they would like be running around themselves. Then we switched them to digital pool, and I can't use the autopilot yet because they haven't figured out how to do the +1s. Hopefully they figure that out soon. But with theirs, it was just straight races. So they turned on autopilot, and they were both playing in the tournament, and they're just like, it was running itself. Just put on the next person. It's the way it should be.
Yep.
Now that we have the technology. But yeah, that's pretty much how I figure out where to go. I haven't had any trouble with people not like wanting me to go.
One thing I always ask women in pool is, we've seen Emily Duddy do those shows where she dresses up like a man and she gets more respect, and as she's a female. How many instances have you come across, if any, of moments where you felt like at a disadvantage for being a woman, and then how did you overcome that?
That's a really good question and thoughtful question. It honestly has not been easy to be a girl in this industry at all. But definitely have overcome things, and that's a good question. I mean, as a woman, I definitely get a different amount of respect, I would say, especially from like the more degenerate side of pool, which is, kind of part of what split brackets are. I've been next to like, had to break up fights and like just things. I've decided recently that I want to not be so in the middle anymore, because as a woman, it's just dangerous. And then I met one of my new besties, DeMarco from Ship the Cash. I actually met him last year at the expo, and I was kind of almost about to quit, kind of for reasons like what you're talking about, just like less respect. Like, I get a lot more questions about mine, even though I'm like really trying to do it fair. And I noticed that like male ran events like get a pass, and like they're like, yeah. Like, I mean, so I met him, and I was kind of like, I always kind of get this way, but I've decided I'm not going to get this way anymore because I've really put so much time and effort into this. I'm going to keep going, right? But he's a dude in the industry. And so now when he's able to come to my events, which was supposed to be all of them, but I let my buddy Shuff have him recently for a WNT event, and my other buddy Elvis have him for a WNT event for In the Box. But hopefully he comes to the rest of them because it's been so nice. Now the dudes are getting loud with me. I can just go defer to DeMarco. But I earned my DeMarco because I earned this DeMarco because I've gotten this far, not really having anybody to defer to. And that's been really nice. Just one degenerate situation at a time, you know. I definitely feel like it's harder, you know, as a smaller lady to have respect from dudes. And that's kind of just the way that we're wired. But we've gotten through it. I haven't been stabbed. It's been good. Some of these places don't have very much security either. You know what? I'm going to be getting me I'm looking for a midget wrestling competition to go and view because I'm trying to leave me with a bilingual ninja midget. So I need a bilingual ninja midget, and then that's my security. It covers all bases. Now I know what the like different, you know, languages are. They got to speak a bunch of languages.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they have their own union. You can probably just source one out.
I think you can. I think they'd really like this job. But like, I think that Pool needs, and it's been my dream since day one, and it's just like, I want it to be here already, but it's getting closer and closer. But I think what Pool needs is like more of a reality TV type situation. My reality TV show that's going to happen has missed out on so many different things.
Yeah.
I'm talking like cars driving at 60 miles per hour at a building, slam on the brakes, spin around, miss the building, knives drawn, hundreds of thousands of dollars being counted. Just it's missed a lot of really interesting things, and it's also missed seeing people like from the beginning, like I'm saying, that have gotten better. Like there's a lot of like really good things. I'm just saying like the action things that people want to like watch on TV. Like there's been a lot, but someday I would like me and my girls, because we need more girls, we need more hot girls, and like in between, what is that called when it's like intermission? We need t-shirt cannons, midgets. I think I already said that a few times. And then we need reality TV shows following us around. Pull up in a limo, me and my girls get out, and then at the end, a little midget. You know what I mean?
Every base is covered. It's funny you bring up Pool reality shows because we actually had a Pool reality star try to extort us for money last week.
We have a Pool reality star? Did they do it for their show, though?
From the one show 15 years ago.
No way. Weren't they gonna start a show? I remember seeing like cause that show, if you're talking about the same one that like Scooter and Tedder are in, and like some other people, they have it where like they come in the room and it freeze frames and they say their name under it. Like I want to do that. I love that. Yeah. No, is that the one?
No, this was from the one with Mike DeShane and years ago, like 15 some years ago, right? 10, 15 years ago. Enough to forget about.
How long did it run for?
One season. Jem Beretta was in it. Emily Duddy was in it. Yeah. It was a while ago.
I'm going to have to look that up. I don't know how I didn't know about that one.
Yeah, it's called The Hustlers. And it was out of Steinway in Queens. Okay.
I'm surprised that didn't go. Like it didn't keep going. Was it any good?
I was a fan of Mike DeShane, so obviously, it was something I was interested in. But it's once again, we're such a niche audience. you put it on behind Storage Wars and in front of America's Police Chases. Obviously, it's going to do dog shit. But yeah. Only pool players remember the Hustlers, Greg.
I'm
gonna have to look that up.
Yeah.
I've seen the preview to one that they were supposed to do, and like Tedder and Scooter were in it, and I forget the girl's name. It was really cool the way they did it. It's exactly the way I imagine it to be done. I'm gonna try it anyway. I'm telling you, there's so much crazy action and things that happen at every single event. I mean, Jeff, were you there when I had to get the screaming guy out of the basement last time?
No, I missed
You
that.
missed that one.
That I missed. No, I this one you told a guy that he didn't like it. He complained so much just to shut the fuck up and never come back. But
I did not. I have better skills than that. Damn it.
It's okay. It was warranted.
They get so far and then the jersey comes out. The jersey came out outside when I was telling that guy he had to stay outside or he couldn't. I was losing it.
That's the ultimate equalizer. Yeah. If you have any of that New York, New Jersey, and even a little Philly,
I think it's the only reason I've survived. And one of the only. A lot of these people think I'm some country bumpkin. Like I'm from right outside the hood. You could just like hop on the subway and go to the city, and I did from like 13 to like 16. Like pretty much was in the city. So
that's life wisdom that you can't get anywhere else.
That's right.
I'll attest for that any day of the week. It's taught me so many things that I've got family. That's middle of the country, never been anywhere, and they live life right down the middle. When living out here teaches you to watch every angle,
right?
And especially in pool, you're always playing the angles.
Right. And that's what everybody tries to do to get into my event is angles. Like I've got to see it from every way,
Yeah, exactly.
I do vending too, and I run machines, and they're always trying to play angles on those machines too. Like recently, this one guy is so smart. He figured out that one of the printers didn't print it out right. So he stuck a $5 bill in it and printed it out again, then told the guy that, oh, this was for this and this was for that. And I was like, dude, just open up the back. You can tell exactly what it was. So he opens up the back and it shows $5 and then it shows what the other one was. And I was like, well, that's never wrong. And the guy gets on the phone with me and his story was so awesome. I was like, hey, just give him whatever he wants. Maybe just let him be happy. But yeah, everybody's always trying to get what over at pool. Always trying to play an angle. That's what it's about, though. We're in an era of new age hustling. People think hustling's over, but hustling isn't over. Yeah. In fact, I've thought about ways people could hustle my event, and it's a fair hustle because it still means they've got better at pool. I think it's the only hustle that makes any sense. They could hypothetically come to my event, get rated, not play good, 2-3 times later go down to their strong rating, probably still not place. And then they could disappear for 6 months. As long as they come back within a 6-month period, they I had one guy invest in a pool table. He came back exactly 5 months later and he got second place. His last name was Cole. I can't remember his first name. David Cole, maybe. And everybody was crying about him. I'm like, well, he went out and he bought a pool table and he spent 4 months playing pool and then he came back.
Yeah. This was at Chrome, wasn't it? Was that the tournament?
That was actually at JOB's in Nashville.
Okay.
Yep.
So
and he didn't have an established firm.
Yeah, outside of the midget ninja bilingual person that you're looking to hire, do you need any other employees? You have any other spots, whether it's paid, free work that you need, something that can help you out?
Well, I lost my graphic designer this year, so the past 2 or 3 events have been me, and I'm staying behind on that. And it's funny because I'm actually interviewing really soon a young lady I met at the expo right at the end, like how I met DeMarco the year before, that's really interested in the position. So I hope she takes it, but I'm looking for somebody for that. And I'm thinking that I'm actually going to train that person to also help me. And this is a really tough one for me to let go of, but to also help me with researching players, And that way I can just kind of go through and double check their work, but take a little bit of my time back, because I probably spend 60, 70 hours a month just researching players. Every person that comes in, I have to find like 5 to 10 different people. 5 if everybody's saying the same thing, 10 if they're not, and then we do an average and lean high kind of. And I think that like I should be a 3. In fact, I'm gonna do a poll on that soon, because I'm sick of people keep telling me that I should be a 3. I got 3rd place in my first event as a 3, and so I've been a 4 ever since, and I've played all but one of them. So I haven't won again. So they said I should be a 3. But I mean, I'm definitely still trying to learn the game. So I'm not rating people because I'm good at pool. I'm rating people because I'm just taking my time and listening to what everybody says about the player and just researching it. So if I find the right person that would be unbiased, that would be really helpful. Now I have an AI that answers my inbox, so that's kind of cool. It's in training too, though, because at first it was ranking players, and I had to get on there and be like, I'm sorry, I know it said that you're all set and you're registered as a whatever, but that's not true. But the funny part is, with those players, it got it right. So, most of the time it's pretty cut and dry. It's really only when you run into the people that are like known playing above that speed. I'd say it's like 20%, and 80% Fargo is accurate for, and 80% everybody agrees that their rating is X, Y, or Z, even if they don't have a Fargo, which I'm pretty proud. We report all of our stuff to Fargo. I really like, one of my pet peeves about other tournaments across the board is if they are saying that they use Fargo at all, like if they want your Fargo at all and they don't report to it, it just drives me nuts.
Yeah, that's the most insane thing in the world to me, is where it's, we're using your Fargo to give you a handicap, but we will not report to Fargo. Then
I mean,
what are you doing?
What they're doing is they want to help people to manipulate it. In my mind, that's really the only answer. It took me a while to get certain tournament directors to switch over to reporting their weekly tournaments, because they said that they would lose players because they don't want them to report. And I'm like, well, then you're just helping them do it. Like, you're not helping the situation. And I really don't think that people are not going to come over it. I think that they might threaten not to come, but I think that they'll come. I usually have at least over 100 players. This past one that you came to at JOB's was the smallest event we've ever had there. I think we had 121 players. So that's the smallest one. And so people are still coming, even though we report.
Absolutely.
A lot of people have gotten Fargos from the event.
Yeah. And on Fargo, do you agree with how they're doing everything? Do you wish they'd make some changes, like to where it just, maybe it had like 3 boxes to where you could just pick a player's Fargo from the tournaments they've played versus their leagues they play in, versus the lotto matches?
That would be awesome. I saw somebody write something about that yesterday.
Oh, wow. I didn't read that. Okay, so I saw somebody's idea.
Yeah, Chris Renfro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Chris Renfro just wrote an open letter to Mike Page saying that exact thing. Like, and also I think that they need to come up with something that will make Fargo's update quicker. Like, if they notice like a pattern of the player playing well above that speed, like make it go up quicker, even if they have 3,000 matches in. Because there's kids that will get these Fargos, especially kids, or people that have just decided to dedicate themselves to pool. Right. Maybe they got into a different money situation, or maybe they've just decided to not like to dedicate themselves, which I can't do. Somehow I can't do that, but maybe they've done that. And then their Fargo should be keeping up faster, because if you have 3,000 something matches in, it'll probably take you 3,000. It doesn't move at all. It doesn't matter if you beat a 700 speed. Like, it's like, oh, you went up a point, So I think that they could definitely do better, but I think it's the best that we got.
Yeah.
And if it isn't manipulated and people haven't gotten better really quickly, then it's usually really accurate. But like the guy that just got 2nd place, for example, at JOB's, like, he also got 3rd place in a smaller event in North Carolina last year. I think he played one other time in between that. And, the guy's like a 540 or 550 speed. I don't know. He didn't play the greatest in the finals, but the rest of the weekend, like I'm like, this dude's shooting above a 600 speed. That's 50 points. When somebody can get 50 points better than what their Fargo's showing, and I don't think he's manipulated it at all. You know, he wants his Fargo to go up. He wants to get better. But it's just not moving as fast as he's getting better because he has so many games in. But he fit the scale.
Yeah.
He should be good to go. You know,
still gonna get a complaint.
I know. That's part of the job, though. I feel like that's part of what I offer to a lot of these places too. Is like they can have a big handicapped event and they don't have to listen to crying. They can be totally disconnected from it. You know. I think that's part of what I offer. So.
Definitely, that's greatly appreciated. And so you've got a bunch of events coming up over the next several months. You've got, what's the next one is break time, May 15th to the 17th in North Carolina?
Yeah, I'm so excited about that one. It's one of the first times. It's not the first time, but it's the first time that one of the room owners that I've dealt with has put up so much guaranteed money, and I'm so grateful. I really hope we at least get to the 128 mark though, because it's so far out of my range. So I hope people come so that we can get that. So it's 128 players, 5,000 added, and at 192, it's 10,000 added. So we are doing a couple of things to raise some of the money back for him, but there's no guarantee that we will raise it all. So he's putting up that money. I'm so grateful. We're gonna do a lottery, which I did away with within the first like 5 or 6 tournaments because my players voted on it and it was really close, but they kind of wanted it out. It was like 60-40 or something.
Yeah.
And with mine, there's like with other events, there's so many that are kind of underrated. There's such a mix that it's harder to tell if somebody's won the lottery. In mine, like that lottery ticket, like if you shoot your speed at all, like you've got a really good chance. So this is somebody's chance to win the lottery and have like practically a free ride. And then we're doing he's adding $10,000 to a break and run pot. So it's going to be $1,000 a ball, but the catch is that it's going to be done on a snooker table. So it's a little bit difficult, but you make one ball, you're at least 1,000 plus the ticket sales. So
yeah,
last year he did that for a different event and somebody got 2 balls.
I mean, hey, that's worth showing up for. I mean, that covers your weekend and a good dinner on top of it. Absolutely.
Yeah. And a few different rings of the circus, you know.
Yeah.
We need more circus acts.
We do.
I really hope someday I really want to do a really big event like an expo with all of the cool people that I've met, like Mike DeMarco with Ship to Cash with his action area. He does such a great job with like the production and action, and then like a pro arena that you're playing music in with a DJ and you don't have to feel like if you like clap that you're in the wrong, like you shouldn't have clapped. Like also probably with like some hot girls walking around like giving out peanuts. Like this is a sport. Like where's the hot dogs, you know?
Yeah, no, 100%.
Someday.
Yeah, one day. I mean, library pool. I mean, it's so much more fun when it's not. It's when there's actually stuff going on. It makes
look how many of us love the Moscone event, and
that's what I'm talking about. I love their production.
It's a free-for-all.
I love their production. I think it's neat.
As long as you don't have Earl there complaining about noise levels, it's
it's supposed to be like that. Yeah, you can't complain about that. Definitely not. I really love their.
What are some influences that you've gained along the way that at every step they opened your eyes as to what can I do better in my particular field?
I think that like I realized a lot of the different things like that I just as a player would have wanted done differently. And then at each of these different stops, like I just pick up like one lesson to be learned, you know. just like off the top of my head, one of them would be like whenever I went to a pool tournament, like there'd always be somebody, and people still do it at mine. They really don't need to, but they still do. Like there'd be somebody or multiple people like writing down everybody and what they're going for, and then like calculating it up to figure out like how much we were robbed. Like, so I didn't want that anymore. Um, like I just kind of picked up on different things that I didn't like and just made those things better, you know? Like I noticed that if it was a handicapped event, like the friends would like win and stay that rating, or the friends would be lower than if you were their friend, then you would be. It's just like very biased, and so I just saw that and wanted to take that out of it. um uh I mean, I hear feedback. I guess I'm kind of like stubborn. Like sometimes people say that I shouldn't bid on people in my own auctions, for example, and like so I hear the feedback, and I used to not like that either, like as a player. But it was more because like I had an auctioneer. He was already purchasing $5,000 to $10,000 every time he came, but he became my auctioneer, so I let him continue. And I got complaints about that. But like the way that I'm doing it is
Philip?
a little bit. Yeah, Philip. Yeah. Um,
It's weird how I knew who that was.
yeah. He was a great auctioneer, really, but we had a little bit. It goes in the book. We had a little bit of an issue, but anyway. Um, but yeah, so like people didn't really like that, and like I try to. You're never gonna make everybody happy for sure, and like one of the things that I wanted was to do an honest auction. So I tell people now, like I do my own auctions now, which I should have done from the beginning, but I was just a wuss. Is the only way to put it. I think I did good at my auction, right,
Yeah,
Jeff?
no, absolutely. You
It
did.
was entertaining, right?
100%. Yes.
And so I want to entertain. You know, we throw shirts into the crowd and stuff, but I get on the mic and I tell them everything that I know about every player, like even close friends. Like if I have a note in there that they're strong, like I'm going to talk about them, and then I let everybody know that before I bid, I'm only going to bid one time. So if the player who is strong is almost certainly going to split, if they bid $50 more than me, it's $25 to them and they've outbid me. I really don't want to bid on people, but if the player, it's kind of like a tiered entry thing. So if I know that the player is really strong and nobody wants to bid on them, then I'm going to throw out one bid. Maybe I get me the strong horse that they don't want to listen type deal. So like I've heard some feedback about that, but I can't change it because I'm not a Phillip. So I'm not like going to sit there and bid.
Right.
And I don't even want the players. I got stuck with like 4 or 5 players this last time, and none of them did any good. But they were strong. They were definitely strong. But yeah. So I mean, I just try to listen to feedback, and each one has had its own issues, and then I learn from that issue, and then that issue doesn't happen again. One step at a time. Someday we'll have the perfect show.
Yeah.
We're still working on it. They're pretty close, though. I mean, most of the stuff that happens, people don't even know it's happened. You know, it's just things I'm dealing with.
So what's your proudest moment? What's the crown jewel of Jersey Girl Billiards?
I mean, I'm proud to say that, like, you know, I've definitely, as a woman, gotten through a lot of different things to get to where I'm at. And I'm definitely proud of being basically the second largest tournament in our country. Our biggest pot was 105,000, and we average anywhere between 60 and 70,000 in the total pot every month. So I'm proud of our numbers, and like I think that so many people like see what it is now, and they are getting better at pool, and it's growing pool. I'm happy and proud to be a small part of growing pool. That's definitely a blessing. So
when you see somebody like Emily Frazier, do you want to support her and back everything she's doing, or do you say, I can do this and I can do it better than her?
I don't know. I am very outgoing, but there's certain people that I like get shy around, and she's one of them. She's like one of my idols. I see her and she knows who I am, and I say hi. I have trouble speaking to her. I love everything that she's doing, like as far as like making like a production out of pool and like making it fun. I definitely like and respect everything she's doing. I know that, sometimes we don't always agree with different things that she does, but she's like definitely a boss woman in pool that I can't imagine the things that she's dealt with as a lady in the industry too. And she's like my idol. I don't know if I could ever do it better than the Mosconi Cup, because the Mosconi Cup is like just professionals. Although next year I might be getting more involved with some of my friends doing WNT events, which is along that lines. So we might be talking about that really soon. It's like probably coming. I'm excited about that, but I don't know if I could do it better, but I want to do what she's doing with more rings of the circus. Something for everybody. Like at my expo, there's going to be like Emily probably wouldn't approve, but there's going to be like a tattoo parlor. There's going to be like laser tag. There's going to be like things, lots of different things. There's definitely going to be like a little casino with games, because there's plenty of states those are legal in. We wanted to bring some games to the expo, but we got turned down. Bummer. They would have went really well there too.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, there's going to be games.
Degens like to degen. So
right. And the more things for them to do, the happier they are too. Mm-hmm. You got to keep them happy. And yeah, I think that the Mosconi Cup's awesome. It just needs more things. So I guess if I do anything like a Mosconi Cup, it's just going to have more things along the outside. Like, yeah. I don't know that it's better. It's just more things.
Jeff, you got more?
I hope that answers you.
No, that's pretty much wraps it up. I will try and drag this out of you. And you said you might be doing some stuff alongside WNT events. If you can't answer, that's fine. I understand. Are we talking about maybe running a split bracket alongside WNT events?
Yeah, because there's so many places that like I have friends that run WNT events, and there's so many places that have like plenty of 9-footers to be able to run it, but then they also have these 7-footers over there doing nothing, and I think that there's a way to do both of them at the same time. And that way, like, everybody, like, I love to go out and watch pool, don't get me wrong, but like it's always nice when you can go there and be around these guys and watch them play, but also be able to play yourself. And so that's the type of events that I'm really trying to do. That's really what I feel like the split bracket is. Mm-hmm. So, and I'm hoping that we start to get more of the big names out, like, the Jason Shaws. Fedor Gorst did play once. He placed 7th, 8th his first try as a 14. I think that was in like 2023 at Rail Yards. That was like his home court. So, a few of them have played, but I hope they're starting to see like how often the highest win, and they start coming more, because that's really what I wanted, was to like have the entire pro like open crowd also around us not so pros, so that we can play alongside them and also play. But if they don't want to play, they don't want to come, and they want to play their WNT event, then they can play that over here, and we can be playing our thing over here. And then maybe they see that the money's probably a little bit better over here. And then they're like, you know what? Maybe next time, like, you can figure out a way where we can play them both. Mm-hmm. And then we do stuff like that. Because, this is a lot of money for people to win. I don't think that there's that many WNT events that are paying out $15,000, $30,000 to the winner every time. They don't do auctions a lot of the times, which I wish that we could kind of delve into that and get them some auction money. These guys need to be winning more money.
Yeah.
I mean, that way they have more reason to bet.
We just had Jason Shaw talking about that, about that $12,000 pots. How he's saying it should be at least 15.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think that they would get more if they would just throw an auction, but they don't have the people that they have the people that aren't people that bid on players there. They're there to watch pro pool. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But so you have to combine the degeneracy and the pros, and then somehow keep all the knives in the pockets, and we'll be good to go.
Well, take Lucas for example, because he won first and whichever he won first and second at the last two WNT events, and he made like 15,000 between first and second at those two events. The event he won at your place, I don't remember the exact number that he won, but it was
a big one. That was December.
It was at least, I think, 5 figures more than what he picked up between first and second in 2 professional tournaments.
Yeah, I think it was either 25 or 30,000 that he won at mine. And I mean, I'm noticing that too, you know. And I know these guys, they don't really like to give up weight, but they need to because they could come and make some money. Lucas won. Thomas Haas came in as a 9. He won. He was also one of the he was the highest player in that event. And then he came back as a 10. I think he was also the highest player at that event. He won again. So now he's an 11, and I haven't seen him come back. Hopefully he decides to come back.
He's been traveling with Sam across the country, robbing people.
I've seen that. Yeah. That's so fun to watch. See, I feel like that's a ring of the circus right there, you know, like I love their like behind the scenes look at the action. Like I love to see these productions that people are doing. I think that brings in more eyes, you know. I love what you guys are doing too. And thank you guys so much for supporting the women in pool with getting one of their entries last month. I really appreciated that.
It's all Jeff.
Yeah, you're very welcome. You know, we all want to grow pool, and it's not because we're benevolent. We all want to grow it so we can get a little bit more back, but we can all help each other out at the same time so that we all have more to pull from and get money back out of the game with. And that's just one of the simple ways to do it. Just help people out.
Absolutely. I am terrible at asking for money too. Like I really feel like I have like a great product. Like these people are buying stuff. They're buyers. They don't like already have their sponsors set and stuff. And I need to get better at asking for money so that I can add money and stuff and sponsor my own girls. Or I really need to add money to that event too. The girls are always like, how come there's no added money? I'm working on it. But one of my dreams real quick for that is the digital pool screens. I think that the digital pool screens, once we get like 500 plus of them, then we can get outside of pool and people, it would be an easy sell. I mean, Touch Tunes is already putting their stuff across all the Arachnid dartboards, for example, and they teamed up. I think that they would love to put their stuff over the screens. And then we have money coming into these pool rooms and money coming into like support events like mine at the pool rooms. And then memberships to watch themselves shoot and for their families to watch them shoot through that. And we can kind of get outside of pool, because I also hate to ask for money because it's just like everybody's already doing so much. Like you look at how many people Diamond sponsoring or how many people this company is sponsoring, you know, it's just hard to be like that 100th person.
You know, it's unfortunate and it's fortunate, but we're in the day and age of black and white, you know, optics and everything. You know, I don't like talking about money or pitching people or anything, but we have a good product. And sometimes, you know, you got to go to these people and say, look, here's what I'm pulling in as far as views and as far as traffic. And you know, same for yourself. You know, here's what I'm bringing, this cash, these events, these people. You know, sometimes you got to let that stuff speak for itself. And that's where, being, the age that I am, you know, Jeff, being in our 40s and all that, you know, we didn't grow up on social media, but now is the time where we got to use it and we got to like it.
Yeah, I'm going to try to get better at it. Yeah, that's a good idea. You got to put it all together and put yourself out there. It's very true.
Yeah, because I hate bragging and say, oh, we got a good show, we got a really good product. Well, what does that mean? It's to get these people to open up their wallet and come out of pocket with product or with cash. It's almost like, well, you can be a part of this too. These 20,000 views that we're getting, you can be a part of this too. It's either 20,000 eyeballs or no eyeballs. You know, sometimes it needs to come across like that, and I hate doing it, but sometimes you just got to let it speak for itself.
Yep. You there?
Yeah. Did I lose my my volume?
No. Well, now we got reverb.
Oh shit! I think my headphones just died.
Yep. Nope. Nothing.
You hear me? No.
Oh, now I can hear you. Yeah. There you go.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's move along, Chrissy.
Yeah.
We have a segment that we like to do at the end of every guest. I call it rapid fire. Just 5 rapid fire questions. So this is the special Garden State edition. I'll start with question number 1. You ready?
Wait. I think we lost her. We don't have sound. Can't hear you.
From her, yeah.
No sound.
Yeah, I thought that was me. That's why I pulled my headphones down.
Oh. We can see you, can't hear you. Can see you, can't hear you. That's weird. No, nothing. Not working.
Oh, she just muted the microphone.
No, it's unmuted, but still no sound. Huh. This is one way to get out of answering the rapid fire questions. It's
right?
It's a good one.
Oh, hopefully she'll
come back.
Yeah, that was the fix is to come out and come back in.
Once again, live TV.
Yeah, there she goes.
Hey.
All right, I think we hear you back.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
we can hear you now.
That was weird. I thought you were saying that. Anyway, I thought you were saying that you couldn't be heard.
I pulled my headphones down and I heard Jeff. So let's get these things out.
All right, I'm ready.
We'll do the plugs in. Rapid fire, Chrissy. You ready?
Ready.
Favorite game? 8, 9, 10 ball, 1 pocket.
9 ball.
9 ball. Favorite pool room?
Rail Yards in Louisville, Kentucky.
You got $500 in your pocket. You need to bet on 1 pool player, man or woman, to double your cash and make your rent. Who are you betting on?
Roland Garcia.
Favorite New Jersey piece of pop culture? Sopranos, Springsteen, Bon Jovi, Frankie Valli.
Oh boy. I'll go with Sopranos.
Last but not least, is it pork roll or Taylor ham?
It's definitely Taylor ham. That's the North Jersey line.
I was about to say, as soon as you said North Jersey before, I was like, man, it stops.
Definitely Taylor ham.
All right, Chrissy, that is rapid fire. One thing we do to end every segment, every show, we like to talk Moscone Cup. So big news this week. You can call it a cover up of other news, of other bad news in Matchroom, but we got the word that Johan is back coaching Team USA. What are your thoughts on that?
I think that's great news.
Yeah. It's I think we always thought he was the best option for coaching out there. He's got the resume. He's the one who's done it, back to back. He's the last one to do it, considering these last 5 debacles and everything like that. But I don't know, Jeff, you think Johan could pull a rabbit out of his hat again?
Yes. You know what? I'm just going to say it. Yes.
Yeah.
Anybody wants to lock in a bet right now and give me odds on USA winning, I'll take it. Like I'll take fair market odds, but I'll take the USA winning. I think Johan does it. I think with Bergman's resurgence, he worked well with Johan. Yeah. They worked well together. Federer's worked well with Johan. Just up and down the team, I think it makes things a lot better. I think Johan won't take any shit from anybody. He's going to get them together. He's going to do the right thing. He's going to pick the right players for his 2 captain's choices, and we're going to see a different Team USA for the Mosconi Cup.
Do you guys think Shane makes number 20, or does he look like he's on the outs to me? But or to you guys, because it looks like that to me.
I don't know. We'll see. I mean,
don't think he's gonna play.
You assume he does.
Shaping up, yeah.
You assume he does, but it's a long way to go.
If Johan's got 2 picks, Fedor, Tyler, SVB, and Bergman are on the board, who are those 2 picks?
You think it's Fedor and Bergman?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's got the ties with Tyler. Or Tyler,
yeah. I mean,
Tyler though.
But it's just because of the way it's shaping up, it looks like Lucas and Torsten are going to grab 2 spots, and then you're going to have one more, and then you're going to have to pick 2 wild cards. You have to think Shane plays, but it can be the weirdest thing in the world because Shane does not have a good record at the Mosconi Cup. He just doesn't.
Yeah. But still,
it's Shane. He's got to play.
USA pool.
Shane Van Boekel.
99 out of 100 times, you ask him to pick one player. We got to pick Shane.
Right. Always Shane. Always. But he is it definitely seems like he's winding things down in his career a little bit to a certain extent.
He likes to fish.
Loves to fish.
Oh yeah.
And
we got more fishermen out there.
Shane himself has said that once he retires, you're not going to see him. He's just going to be done. So there could come a point where we don't see Shane anymore, and it's not as far off in the future as people think.
We got Max taking a lot of fish out of the river, and I want to see like the triathlon pool event where it's a race to 50, 100, and then a fish off.
Man, I would really put my money on Shane, I think, but we'd have to get Scott Frost involved.
Yeah,
he does a ton of fishing. So does Max. I mean, Greg, our boy Greg, does a ton of fishing as well. We can get him in there.
Yeah.
I just really hope that if Lucas Werner has enough points that he's able to get on to the team, because I really thought that he was going to be on it last year by points, and then he wasn't able to be on the team. I think we definitely need some new blood thrown in there with the right coaching.
And this is the year to throw it in there, especially because it's here in the U.S. I would much rather Lucas's first year be here than be at Ali Pali. Like it's just so much better to have it here.
That's definitely a pro crowd for him.
Yeah,
as opposed to not.
Yeah, Ali Pali it's fun. It is a different atmosphere.
You went there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Jeff goes to everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I will be back. I'm going again next year for sure.
Yeah, I love that production. I've never gotten to go to a Mosconi Cup. I'm actually going this year, so I'm excited.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you know where you're sitting at roughly?
I do not.
Okay.
One of my friends has tickets and they told me I'm going.
Cool. I will.
That's as much as I know.
I will see you between now and then, but I will see you there as well.
Yeah. It looks like a great time. I've only gotten to see the videos, but it looks like it's a great time. I feel like that type of excitement is what pool needs.
Yes.
Definitely.
I'm going to have to mail you all this gear. You're going to have to broadcast live from Mosconi.
He's going to put you to work.
Yeah. No, I mean,
this is my guy right here. This is my ace. I wouldn't trust anybody with an interview or to be on my show. Jeff was my pick. And Diana.
That's awesome.
Get a shout out Diana, my trained killers.
Yeah, I think that would be cool to pick up on some of the stuff. You guys could definitely get some good footage there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. A nice sit down interview with Emily. Talk about college.
I mean, hey, I got a picture with her 2 years ago. We had fun.
Oh yeah, she now that she knows you're associated with me, she's definitely not talking to
you. But man, yeah, so much fun. I'm already looking forward to it. I wish it was a week later. Like they have to get a great deal on that place being the week of Thanksgiving. But that's the only downside of the Moscone Cup.
What is it this year? It's the day after Thanksgiving?
Yeah. The press conference is on Thanksgiving, and then it starts the day after. So
wow, I didn't know that.
This is Rocky IV. They're having it on Christmas.
Yeah.
What did I agree to? I didn't realize that. I know it was close last year, but it wasn't on it.
Yeah, the interview, the press conference last year was on Friday after Thanksgiving. This year it's on Thanksgiving.
Well, it's so they don't celebrate that shit. She's probably looking at dates here.
She's looking at
and going,
looking at dates.
What a great deal I can get.
Yeah, spot on. I mean, it's an amazing deal, I'm sure. But the nice thing is flying out on Thanksgiving Day. There's no one in the airport. It's very peaceful, very calm. It's great.
Really?
Yeah. Thanksgiving Day.
Not a big traveling day. I guess it's the day before.
Day before Thanksgiving is a nightmare. Thanksgiving, dead. Just so easy.
Yeah, I was driving back, I think, from the International one year, and we had stayed for Thanksgiving, just stayed in Florida, and then we drove back on that Friday. No, driving on the Friday after Thanksgiving is also not fun.
No.
Well, at least your travel is going to get a little bit safer this year without Spirit flying in the air.
It annoys me so much. Like that was my ride. Like
the world star of airplanes.
Yeah, I use Spirit all the time. That really puts a crimp in my style.
Southwest isn't that bad.
I'm bougie. I sit up front in airplanes, and Spirit made it so cheap to do with their real big front seats, and Southwest doesn't have anything nice, so I typically avoid them. So I guess I'm back to American and Delta now. So
yeah, that was my little thing. I would book like a business seat, and then you can upgrade in the app for cheaper than if you called an upgrade.
Yeah.
So I'm just getting the champagne before takeoff and shit.
Listen,
wow, I missed out. I didn't know.
Yeah, if you've never flown first class and stuff, don't, because then you'll know what you're missing the next time you don't fly it. Because getting handed a glass of champagne or vodka,
and a hot towel,
what before takeoff, and
I'm more of a driver. I don't know if they'll ever let me fly again because I don't want one of their special IDs. So I think I'm just stuck in my car.
Yeah. I haven't flown since they've done that real ID shit. I don't.
I had my passport anyway, so I have my passport. I don't have a real ID. So
they let you go with the passport. I'll just get one of those.
Yeah, passport, same thing.
Okay.
They make him talk first because they think he's Al Qaeda when he shows up and shit.
Oh my!
No, I'm from Nashville.
Memphis, sir. Memphis. Let's get it straight. But man, no, I get patted down pretty much every single time I fly. It's annoying.
Jeez. Even flying first class,
they
won't leave you alone.
Yeah, it's just always a pat down.
Dang it. That is no fun.
All right, you guys, let's wrap this up. Let me shout out some of the money makers and helpers out here. Chrissy would like to thank Ship the Cash, In the Box, and AccuRack. Any information on Chrissy you can find at jerseygirlbilliards.com as well as Jersey Girl Billiards on Facebook. Once again, please, if you want to up your pool game and you want to win matches and you want to stop being a doormat for people in your league, hit up my friend Greg here, Red Door Den Training Center on Facebook. Also got a hell of a YouTube channel, Red Door Den Training Center on YouTube. Red Door Den Training on Instagram, as well as Greg Hogue on Facebook. If you value your game and you value winning and you value pizza and Mama Spank and all the great things that are associated with Red Door Den Training, please hit up Greg. Hammer Custom Cues. This is probably one of the most respectful people in the game of pool. I've never seen a person as supportive as our buddy here, Hammer Cues. Hammer Custom Cues on Facebook, Hammer Cues on Instagram. pay attention to these pages because I got word that the pictures are coming and the updates and things are going to start happening hot and heavy in the queue building world. So check out Hammer Custom Queues for all your great custom queue needs. Chrissy, we thank you for joining us. Do you have anybody else? Did we miss any plugs in your end?
No, you got them all.
You want to thank or shout out anybody?
No, you got them all. I've really enjoyed it, guys. I really like watching your show, and keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you very much. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep growing the game. How about my man Jeff here with his taking the lead in this interview?
Yeah, had a little bit.
Good job, buddy. It's like Howard Stern and Dan Rather in the same place.
Great analogy.
Yeah. Thank you. All right, you guys, it's been a blast. Been on for an hour and 40 minutes already. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Greg,
Chrissy, hang out for another couple seconds always. After we close out.
Chrissy, hang on.
All right.
Thank you, guys. We'll see you again next week. Take it easy.